The alien spacecraft landed on the Antarctic ice. His visual organs searched. Finally locked onto a group of penguins. Aliens bow to penguins. Ask the Earth if it needs deworming services. The penguin queen with the crown says you've got the wrong person. You should ask humans. I'm not all died yet. I know penguins are the masters of this planet. The penguin queen did not deny. She said the Earth is so remote. Thank you for finding this. I'm there wherever you need me. I'm in space. I found that the Earth has been destroyed by humans. I think you're going to need deworming. Solve this hidden danger. Behind the ice wall more than 10 meters away. You witnessed it all by accident. Although the scene looks even a little cute, but the content of their conversation scares you so much that you just want to run away. When you turn around, suddenly found that I don't know when. Standing to, penguin. They hold strange weapons in their hands, little eyes staring straight at you. Listen to the previous conversation. The survival of all mankind lies solely in a word from the Goose Queen. You quickly recognize the situation. How dare you resist? You are penguin. Soldiers brought before the Queen and the aliens. The aliens were surprised that you weren't scared away. You give him science. In the children's program of the Earth, all animals that can talk. Nothing new. But it was really scary. You look at the Queen. Plead. We humans always say that the Earth is our mother. We also love the Earth. We are not pests. Please don't know me. You've created a global cooling. During these decades, Antarctica melted tens of trillions of tons of ice. Pieces of ice shelf disintegrating our land, and penguins have recently declined by 80%. So it looks like the aliens are right. The Queen said so much, finally sighed. But I can't bear to erase you like this. A patch of snow slowly rises behind the Queen. It became an elevator. The Queen asked you, "Are you a good man?" You nod your head, and he invites you into the elevator to visit the city where they live. Aliens use the reason that the spacecraft needs to be replenished with energy. He also had the cheek to follow in. Your slightly lost heart is lifted again. The elevator is slowly descending. You see a section, a city unimaginable in fantasy movies. The things in it have never been, appear in any human fantasy. Countless penguins shuttle between cities. They gradually find your arrival. They looked over. Yes, examine. Some are curious, but mostly undisguised hostility. The Queen asked her attendants to arrange a room for you. Before the attendant leaves, meaningfully said something that was okay. Don't touch the penguins. The advice of the deceased seems to you like a guide to action. You walk out of the room, came to a place that was probably a street. Penguins come and go. Everyone looks and talks when they pass by you. No one could have imagined two worlds on one Earth. Everything here makes you feel like you are in a different world. The visual shock alone has filled your mind. You even forgot the alien and the end he brought. A danger only. Walking aimlessly down this street with my head back. Then you hear a voice shouting human. This is undoubtedly calling you. The sound came from a few penguins blocking their way. They are 1 meter tall, stand in a line, exuding hostility. I will question you. Do you want to turn our cities into trash? You explained that you were invited to visit by the Queen. And the penguin had a look of disgust. You trash bugs are disgusting. The pollution of this planet is due to you. You don't appreciate the tolerance of penguins. Little by little, the Antarctic glaciers were destroyed. This is where we live. And I'd say the Penguin Queen is too kind. I should have let you know. Who is the master of the Earth? There's a penguin. People around me respond. They circle you around. The crowd was outraged, as if the next second will tear you apart. And even if it's torn apart, you can't seem to argue with it. You have to break through the siege. You guess they won't stop. By the dodging behavior of the penguins. And the word used to describe humans is malignant. You speculate about penguins' aversion to humans, similar to our aversion to cockroaches. Disgusted but don't want to approach. Although this finding does not have any happy point. But it does make you break out of the siege and escape back to the room. The Queen knows what you've done. You are led to a room by his soldiers. Just close the door, he said to you with anger on his face. You don't listen to advice to leave the room. Is the worst thing you've ever done in your life. But luckily you didn't get into a spat with the penguin. There were no irreversible consequences. The Queen leads you to the window. Look out to the city. Look at these penguins outside. The image of humans is bad enough for penguins. As the aliens say, you have long been listed as the greatest threat to the planet. As long as there are more than half of the penguins, the belief that humans should disappear from the earth, you will be wiped out immediately. Your fate lies in the hands of penguins. Nothing is fair. Because penguins are the masters of the earth. Your madness for nearly 100 years. Exhaust all the sympathy accumulated over millions of years. Humanity is one step away from destruction. You said you were a good person. So I asked you to come here. Let you save a little image for humanity. The next day you receive invitation to visit a place that is probably a museum. You are led to the human exhibition area. You're walking with a lot of penguins. Resident and several cameras that are being broadcast live to the whole human exhibition area. Shows the scene of human beings in different periods. You walked all the way down the corridor, from the Stone Age to the Age of Steam. A penguin asks you, how do you feel? Human restoration, which can compare to the shock of real photos. These photos were taken with great care. All the way. It's like having personally experienced the grandeur of millions of years. History, you say, is shocking. A penguin sneered. Until this time, we are all amazed by the grandeur of human history and take pictures with your heart and keep them. You hear the hidden meaning of his words, so keep looking back. Age of Steam. Photos and display of pollution incidents gradually emerging in the exhibits. From the first various smog events, strange diseases later, and then some disasters in production. There are penguins saying, once upon a time we were all concerned about your magnificent history. And now we only see how you are. Destroy our Antarctic and Earth, no matter how interesting your history may be. I'm not even remotely interested in penguins anymore. You move on uneasily. The time is near now. Penguin, they don't even film anymore. Pollution events in the human world. It all becomes the South Pole photographed from space. These pictures document the gradual pollution of Antarctica, melting, shrinking ice sheets. Photographs seem to be from the earliest recorded history, turned into a human criminal record. It also shows that the penguins' changing attitude towards humans. The penguins around here are getting more and more excited. You are afraid that they will attack you the next moment. You hurry forward. Then the corridor ends. There is no room for the next photo. The last picture is of the South Pole at this moment, 2,100 years ago. Comparison. The ice field in the previous photo, he shrank a little bit again. The black of pollution is also spreading towards the center of Antarctica. A penguin asks you, do you know what that means? You say it represents human development. The penguin gritted its teeth and said no. This represents the end of human history. There won't be another photo in the human gallery. You will be completely wiped out from our Earth. The Antarctic ice sheet will remain in place for 2,100 years. Will not be destroyed again. You haven't thought of a response yet. The Queen appeared just then to save you. He takes you to a small classroom in the museum. Let you answer the questions of the little penguins. The little penguins don't have the previous goose aggressiveness. You gradually relax. The brain also continues to function. A little penguin asks you about the impact of humans on the Earth. Will the destruction of Antarctica intensify? As the mood relaxes, you finally get a chance to conceive of language. It just so happens that this question is also what you most want to ask. You look around at the cameras. The determined shake of the head will no longer intensify the destruction. In the first few hundred years, human beings developed at the expense of the environment as a last resort. Then if we don't expand, thousands of people will starve to death. We are just pursuing the right to live. But now it's 2,100 years old. We're not as technologically advanced as penguins. But there is no need to worry about survival. Everyone has food and a warm place to live. No one will starve to death. No one needs to